confess, I did not believe you would actually survive the gauntlet.
Oh, please. Think about what you're trying to achieve. Nothing could stop us from getting to you.
I can accept that you hate injustice. Maybe we do share that. But I have to ask, Luis, why go to this extreme? Is it because you're elder? You saw your village destroyed for petty, evil reasons. Is this revenge?
Revenge? Ludicrous. That would accomplish nothing. An entire tribe does not become so derided to the point of genocide by authority figures alone, but by the vice of the society in which that ignorance is born. Indeed, it would be equally petty of me to take only the heads of the few familiar guilty, for my own satisfaction. No, I would not repay injustice with injustice.
Then why? You drew the entire nation into your scheme without hesitation. If not revenge, then what would compel you to such ends?
It is true that I was born in the ancient sanctum, but I never held any fondness for that place. The Elder have long lived in hiding, clutching the truths of the world to themselves alone. A tribe of doors locked and secrets encoded. I wanted to change that isolation. And then, at long last, a man from outside the village came to visit. None other than your father, Prince.
That's...
Though royalty, he dreamed that the tribes might stand side by side as equals. And he rejected none of our village's history, however inconvenient to his worldview. I saw him with the eyes of a child. And for the first time, I felt a dream stir. Were there more idealists like him in the world outside? Was my life of hiding at an end? Under the canopy of that gloom-thick forest, all I wanted was to leave, and live upon the open plains beneath a wider sky. That was all. As for what happened to the ancient sanctum afterwards, it is a story you've already been told.
It was set aflame and crushed beneath the church's heel. The Sanctist warrior monks and ordinary guardsmen alike, all in the palm of Forden's hand.
Neighbors and kin I'd known all my life were soon nothing but ash on the wind. Too quick to realize their own deaths. I was but a child, trembling before a wall of fire. It was a massacre. It had nothing to do with any hate on either side, or retaliation for any perceived offense. It was only pure injustice. A selfish act of devastation. One thought alone burned in my mind. I would never let it happen again. And so did I walk onward.
It was tragic.
Thus, I choose to make this a land of eternal, perfect equality, even should it cost my life. I shall return the anxieties endowed upon this scepter, and let it be heard. To burden others with your own fears and responsibilities is cowardice. My royal magic shall craft a world where that cannot be. Such cowardice dies.
There are other solutions!
I'm impressed that you didn't end up obsessed with revenge. But you act like it's wrong for people to trust each other.
Luis, you're not describing a nation that condemns evil. You're describing a nation that's entirely blind to it. A land of amoral beasts, not people. In the end, I think you're still trapped. You've been stuck in that night of flames all your life. You don't trust anyone. That's why you can only imagine a world apart from you. Unless you can face that anxiety within yourself, then you're no different from everyone you've rejected.
So be it. From the beginning, I have championed world order determined by power. All that remains is for me to realize my truth by burying you beneath it. You are not the sole wielders of these lost archetypes. I am Luis, bearer of the royal scepter. With only a thought, the power of kings is mine to command.
What?
Behold, and I will reveal the secrets still beyond you. Come, we decide our world's future here. Our land is consumed with anxiety as it has never been before. All of it, foundation for my new, better world. You are but an audience, powerless to tread on history's stage. Let it begin.
We fight for your ideal world.
Let's go!
Here and now. We'll take him down. I call upon a royal soul, going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna.
I shall
Now they're weak
vanquish
something
evil.
new.
It's time to fight!
Come! Burst forth!
Only the
that
strong
will
can
show you.
prevail.
How's this?
I owe you. Give me your aid!
Hold nothing back!
Hit their weak point. Keep it
Let
up,
justice prevail! Not to the rear guard! Oh, power of heroes!
I
For
won't
all
hold
that
back!
I believe.
This is it!
Take this! Face my wrath!
This is just what I need.
Only the strong can prevail.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Knight! Is that all?
Let's go! The magic seed!
This'll be over soon enough. I'll go with this.
Thanks!
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Take this!
Oh, please!
Samurai!
No, let's do this! We'll combine our strength!
Right on target.
By the sworn
Nice one,
oath of
Stroll.
knighthood, let justice prevail! Not moving to the front for all that we strive for!
Let's
For
work
all
together!
that I believe.
Let me help!
I will
Behold this
crush
power.
the fantasy in your heart.
This might Great job, Juna.
Stepping back!
All that
All
I
yours!
believe.
Oh, power of heroes! Strike me if you dare!
Face my wrath. You cannot run
God,
from your
Juna.
fate.
Come forth, royal soul!
I call upon a royal soul. Let's keep cool.
I owe you. Time
Only
to
the
go
strong
offensive. Let's
can
get on with it!
Show them our might! Is everyone all right? Let justice prevail!
I
By
will
the
crush
power.
the fantasy in your
This
heart.
is it!
I'll show you. Going for the weak spot.
Take this!
No way!
Take this! Your desperation shows.
Samurai!
Eyes come! I will not let you
That
die.
helped.
Thank you.
My thanks.
I
For
won't
all
hold back.
that I believe,
The magic seed!
I will
is just
crush
what I
the
need.
fantasy in your
This
heart.
might sting.
You
For
first.
all that I
Blade in
believe,
hand! I stand waiting.
face my wrath. Come to me.
Reese is gathering an unbelievable amount of magla around him. We can't let him finish whatever he's doing. Try to interrupt his attack somehow. Focus your attacks. We've got to stop him before he takes us out in one shot.
I'm all prepared.
I'm counting on you!
That's right. The magla buildup's dissolving.
Only the strong can prevail.
Persona Master! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Juna!
After me!
Something new!
It is yours.
There's no weak point. Keep it up,
For
Stroll!
all that we strive for!
By this power. This is it!
Very good. By all means, challenge me. Stake everything you have on this battle. I will face your convictions head on and crush them. There is no hope for you. Face my wrath.
Behold this power! This might sting!
I shall vanquish evil! Guard up and eyes forward!
I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
Is that all?
Only
Forward!
the strong can prevail.
This is just what I need! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Juna! Now they're weak to something new!
There is no hope for you. Take this!
You
cannot run from your fate.
Captain.
Samurai! It's time to strike!
With blade in hand! Oh, bolt of
Got
lightning!
them right in their weak spot!
Prince! The magic seed!
Personal
all that I
Persona Master! How's this?
I owe you. Are
Only
you
the
prepared?
strong can prevail.
I'll cut you down!
Right on target!
I'm
Nice
stepping
one,
back.
Stroll.
Let justice prevail!
I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
Let's try this. I'm obliged.
Thanks!
Helpful as ever.
There is no hope for you. Face my wrath!
I call upon a royal soul! This might sting!
No
For
holding
all that
back!
I believe.
Right on target! Nice one,
Oh,
Stroll!
power of heroes! Strike me if you dare!
Only
By
the
this power.
strong can prevail.
Is there any... Lend me your strength!
Let me help!
You're still up?
This is
fight
just
well.
what I need!
But this is not over.
Let's keep cool!
That helped.
There is no hope for you. Face my wrath!
Please!
Magna, come to me!
Focus your attacks! We've got to stop him before he takes us out in one shot!
Let's get on with it!
Let's do this!
Not done yet!
Observe the end. Into the fray! Join with me!
Let's do this!
Still standing, I see! Magma buildup dissolving!
There is no hope for you. Face my wrath!
come forth, royal soul. This is it! A tough one.
I'll
fight
show
well.
you. A bit much,
this is
actually.
not over.
Watch me! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Judah!
Moving to the rear.
Something new!
This should work.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That helped.
You fight well. But this is not...
Rosenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Prince! The magic seed! Still here?
There is no hope for you. Take this! Your desperation shows.
Behold this power! This might Great job, Judah!
You fight well.
Something
Let's
new.
do this! But this is not over.
Go!
Hit their weak point.
Is everyone all right? To safer ground! Moving to the front. Knight! Oh, both! Worthy foe after all.
You fight well. But this is not over.
We'll do this together!
Strike true!
I do not fear death. And yet...
Not bad, eh?
Even I had more to learn.
Power can be so intoxicating.
Yes, I've become stronger.
I think we've won this one.
So the power I have now is not enough. The Magla drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected. Just as I thought. I would be a fool to underestimate you, but I made a decision that day. Even if history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
What? What are you...
I commend you. Clearly no half measures will do. If I am to take your lives, I must stake my own, and all its power.
Damn! We can't get close! 'Tis tremendous aura!
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer. Wait!
It's his gauntlet runner.
Luis still has the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
Ah, everyone! That bastard Louise took to his Skyrunner!
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Oh, suppose it's too late to back down now. Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here. Well, chums, batten down the hatches and brace for the storm. Hold to it now! Get in! I'll just fire up the...
Look over there! Enemies! Ugh, of all times! Wait, how many are there? Where did they all come from?
He's trying to slow us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on! The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
What do we do?
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
We can fight them together.
No. Even if we get the Skyrunner off the ground, it'll all be for naught if anything happens to you. No need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Had you not suggested it, I would have done so myself.
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Norris does all the work?
Nearus, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it! Hop in, Your Highness.
Well, let's do this.
We hold the line! We must endure this.
Hulkenberg!
Got it! We're powered!
Not good. They're going for the Skyrunner.
Not on my watch.
Let's wreck him!
Hey, what are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
Aye, it's true I don't understand you and I never will. But I know I don't hate you, boy.
Let's go!
Aye! We fly!
What? A noble must protect his people! Take this! Finally, I've earned my title.
She flies. Straight and steady.
Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
We gotta go back! Everyone, they're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
Take cover in the back. You made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
What are you...
Let's fly!
You've lost everything, and yet still here you stand. I must say your audacity is almost admirable. However, you rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come to terms, we can only decide this through battle. I have but one final question. Prince, do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king? What is it you truly want?
They're the same thing.
But they are not. The king shouldered the people's pain all he could, and still his paradise never came. You need only look at the kingdom now to see that. But it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past. Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn, a new age.
I can't listen to any more of this. What new age? What do you know about him? All you do is destroy. You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward, trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
The time for words has passed. So be it.
Such intense magla!
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
Such strength! How? It's happening so quickly!
Behold! This is the Royal Scepter's potential. Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world. You are unfazed by the melancholy. Yet you thirst. Drink deep of the magma.
Not again!
What?
Stop! No! No! This can't be! Wake up! I said wake up! Hey! Please!
My obstacles are clear. The boy
Open your eyes!
is no more.
Wake up! Please! You have to wake up.
Where? Are you awake now? I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
I ripped out my...
I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be dead. But rest assured, you're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world. Do you remember the first time we met? I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway, but I was wrong. From the start. This place is... It was never of that world to begin with. No. Maybe there's a better way to put it. This is a place that exists between reality and fantasy. In other words, the world we've been living in is fantasy. The journey was all an illusion.
An illusion?
There's nothing but despair in that world. And it will never get better. It's an endless, painful, irredeemable hell. I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it. But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, a fantasy is just that. A fantasy. But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world. The world of reality is nothing like that. Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already. Through text on a page. Now, behold!
Isn't this...
Indeed. It's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel. Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy. But it's not.
So the world I know is all an illusion. And the world of the novel is... reality?
Surely you already know. There is no deadly magic, no prejudice between its people. Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story, just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality. Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality, child.
What will happen to my friends?
You don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will be safe. That world is past any point of redemption. Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing. In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
Even so, I don't want to give up on it.
Come on, snap out of it!
What?
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable of anything with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion. All of it. Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure. You still don't believe me. Why is that?
I still have unfinished business.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there. You don't have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory, and there is no shame in accepting that. Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia, in the place you loved reading about so much.
This place, it isn't a utopia.
You mean, you deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is a utopia?
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right? Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else. Truly, I see. I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything. Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child. Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down and end my misery.
Who are you?
Me. If I were to call myself by a name you know, my name is Hethlodius V. I once reigned as king. Or, I am half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain, and gave rise to you and this place. No, it is not real. We are inside the book you hold. It served as your key to visiting me. This was the form of my youth, when first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me a discarded shadow of idealism. I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across nigh endless years. But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing. I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. I could not bear to lose my child a second time. If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
The battle's not over yet.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands. Is that not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality? I can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it. Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is. I suppose our promise to travel the world someday is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream. Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing. I wrote all my ideals into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
I don't want to turn my back on my ideals.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
I won't hold back!
I will save you. Myself.
Charging in. Let's go.
This is it!
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world. The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness!
Prince! The magic seed!
It was in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of Utopia? Why did you resist it now? Why refuse me?
Behold, I walk a royal path. Come forth, royal soul!
This is it!
Still up?
Why? You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand. This is for your sake. I will show you the truth. So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you. To see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
I'm not sure myself.
Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here? Such power. Can it be? No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind. To unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power. The king of all archetypes. Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
Oi! Wake up, Your Highness!
How? Their voices reach you? Even here? It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
have a fight to win.
The support and ardor of your allies. Yes. The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the War of Destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
We don't know that it can't be done.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. And any reunion, lost. But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author more, but as your father, the king. Now then.